The 2025 Deadlift World Championships is just days away, and all the talk is on Thor, can he pull 510 kilos? But we have 14 athletes taking part in this competition, and we're going to predict everyone's lifts. We've refrained from a lot of predictions recently, but you decided we should, just for fun, and you guys can play along, try and predict everyone's deadlift for the up-and-coming Deadlift World Championships this weekend.
This is easier, to be fair. Like, I refrained from some predictions because it just felt impossible almost.
It's always difficult.
It is. But this is more factual. And also, it's very much man versus bar, isn't it? Do they or don't they get the lift? So...
yeah, absolutely. And we've got a good understanding of where people's levels are at. I'll probably give a few reasons why I'm going to select the numbers I am for each of these people. Maybe more than some people expect, maybe less than some people expect on other lifters. You have to take many things into account. Obviously, there's some athletes that have just been super busy recently.
Yeah.
So how recovered are they coming into this? Yeah. Other athletes, they've been super focused only on this. Travel, lots of things can have an impact. And we have 14 great athletes. So why don't we start with the first man on the list, Gav Bilton.
No, actually, first we'll start with the weight jumps.
That's probably a better idea.
So they are 400 kilos, 425, 440, 455, which is, of course, 1,000 pounds. Then we're going to 470, 480, which would be a Masters Deadlift World Record. And then finally 510 kilos, which would be a 5 kilo jump on the current world record.
It's good to see a few more numbers in there than we often see. I think there's a few more jumps, which is good. It gives athletes a bit more option on what they want to achieve. You know, if you're a big deadlifter and you know you can do 1,000 pounds, but the next jump is something like 480 or it's the record attempt, you kind of know you're not going to get that, but it allows the athletes to try and increase on a PB perhaps or a national record, and it gives us a lot more things to get excited about.
So Gav's PB is 430 kilos, which he did at this competition 2 years ago. He's done 430 for 2 in training, I believe.
Gav is looking really, really good in training. He's looking like he's in the best shape he's been in a long time. I'm sure he's really excited to show everyone what he's capable of. I personally think we're going to see Gav pull a PB at this competition. I think 440 is on the cards for the big man.
I agree with you, 440, because I don't think he's going to skip any lifts. I think he'll do 400, 425. Oh no, maybe he'll skip the 430 and go straight for 440. And I think he gets it.
425. There's no 430, is there?
No, there isn't. What am I even saying? Yeah. Okay, 440.
So I think he goes 400, 425, 440.
Yeah. Why would there be a 5 kilo jump?
Attempts 1,000 pounds.
And fails. No, sorry, Gav.
I still think 440 is going to be a great lift and a PB for the big Welshman.
Oh, you wrote yours down.
Have you not got yours written down?
I don't need one.
I've been making a list. Take this very seriously.
What's that?
So, Tristan's PB, 2024 strongest man on earth. He pulled 393 kilos. It's important to point out that is without a suit.
Yes, it
strongest
is
man on earth, no suit,
no figure of eight.
No figure of eight straps. He's been a very busy boy, though. He has been competing regularly in some brutal competitions. How tired is he coming into this?
He just won Canada's Strongest Man last weekend, the weekend before he competed at Schmo. So yeah, it is... but he's peaked, he's ready. I have faith. Ready. So 400, then the opener would be a PB. I still reckon he'll get 425.
I've gone for 425 as well.
Okay.
I think he's going to go. He's a big time player. He's someone that manages to get the best out of himself in competition. We don't often talk about him as a threat in the major shows. Yeah. But when you look at him as a competitor, very consistent, very reliable, and someone that just executes and performs on the day. I think we see a PB and a 425 lift from Tristan. We're in a lot of agreement at the moment.
So far.
Two lifters in, 2 agreed lifts. Let's take a look at Evan's Singleton.
Okay. So Evan's PB then, of course, is 1,000 pounds, which he pulled, I think it was way back in 2021 at the Giant Size World.
2023.
Was it? Oh, has he done it more than once then? Because wasn't 21 the year like everyone pulled 1,000 pounds?
Yes, you might be right. Let me just check. He did 2023. Evan Singleton, he did indeed. So he has pulled 1,000 pounds twice before.
I think Kevin gets £1,000 again.
I agree as well.
Yeah, because I don't think 470 is there, and that's a big jump, isn't it?
It's a big jump. I mean, he looked phenomenal at the Strongest Man on Earth.
Yeah, I think the trap bar actually suits him better than a standard bar.
I agree as well. And I think, honestly, I think his focus is the competition.
Yeah.
So I can see him coming in great shape for the whole contest and not get drawn into the deadlift battle.
Yeah.
Just get the £1,000, get the big points on the board, which I think £1,000 will, to be honest.
Oh, it will. In the whole grand scheme of things, in the whole competition, it'll be big points. Get in, get out, wham bam.
So this year's new sensation, Paddy Haynes, no longer like the underdog. He's had a great
the dark horse.
You can't call him the dark horse.
He's just the horse.
Paddy the horse. We're going to put our money on him. He's looking great. He really is. Again, another athlete that's been looking really, really good in training. I believe he pulled 430 kilos in training recently. I know you've been talking to him.
I asked him what he's going to pull.
Yeah.
I said, can I put you down for 440?
Well, what are you going for? Because
I'm going for 440. He said, and hopefully he doesn't mind me showing this, he thinks on his absolute best day, there's like a small chance he could hitch the F out of £1,000. I reckon he's going to have his eyes on the overall prize. I think he's, again, not going to get drawn into a massive deadlift battle. And I think because he's not going to skip anything.
No.
Do you know what I mean? He's going to do 400. He's going to do 425. He's going to go for 440. If he gets that, I don't think he does £1,000.
Well, this is the first time we disagree with each other.
Oh.
And I'm actually going to back Paddy to pull £1,000.
That's good.
I've been looking at his training. You look at the deadlift performances he's done recently. He is looking very, very strong. He's the biggest he's ever been coming into this. I think with the crowd behind him, he is all fired up. He wants the big points. He pulls the £1,000.
There you go.
Don't let me down, Paddy.
Don't let me down.
So we got the spicy Luke Stoltman coming into the Deadlift World Championships. Now, Luke obviously is someone you talk about when it comes to log lifting records. Deadlift is probably his weakest lift, if we're totally honest with him. He's been looking good. You know, he's been getting an extra rep here and there in like the axle deadlifts that we saw a few years ago. He'd probably get 3. He's been looking at 4 in competitions. He's definitely getting stronger. And he's got the power off the floor to get the bar up to the knees. I think if he can get the bar to his knees, he could come in and hit a PB in this competition. I'm going to be generous. I reckon he comes in and hits 425.
I'm going to say 400 for Luke because I spoke to him at Worlds and he had a bad back. And I just
Worlds was a few months ago now.
It was a few months ago.
He's been one motioning a 200 kilo log in training. You need a pretty healthy back to do that.
That's very true, but I just want to be different and beat you.
Well,
and I reckon,
times we've disagreed now.
Yeah, good. I reckon 400 for Luke, realistically. No. And like, he's a master now as well, isn't he?
He's getting old, but he's looking.
Getting old.
He's Britain's strongest man this year, made the final of Worlds. Yeah. He's had a bit of a break.
He has,
so I think training's been good. I think he's coming in, and I think he wants to get that PB because I think if he can get the 425, he's actually got a great competition with all the other events.
I've been thinking about the other events, but I also think that does he want to kill himself for a PB when he's got all those other great events? I know he needs the points.
He kind of needs the points.
I know.
The thing with this lineup, you could potentially, I'm not saying it happens, but you could have a competition where 14 athletes are competing and 14 pull 425 kilos. Right, let's go for a hard one now.
Go on.
And the reason he's hard is because he is coming back. Pavlo Nakonechnyy, absolute beast, one of the best deadlifters on the planet at one point in time. Gone through a bit of a tough time, very, very nasty injury. He is on his way back. From looking at his training, he's not back to his best.
No.
He did pull a solid 425 kilo in training. It wasn't amazingly fast.
No,
but it was solid. Good, solid lift. I think he comes in, pulls 440.
I agree with you. I think 440, yeah.
And I think he needs to use this competition to regain some confidence. This isn't the competition where he comes in and he's the 500 kilo puller that we were talking about a few years ago. He needs a confidence boost, complete the whole competition, get the points on the board, score as well as you can, and then build on this for what's to come in the future.
Yeah.
We're back agreeing with each other, Liz.
Oh, just about. Adam Bishop. Now he's an interesting one as well. He's done £1,000 in competition before. He's pulled 460 in training. That 460 didn't convince me 470 was there, if I'm totally honest. But I think £1,000 is there.
So yeah, it's an interesting one with Adam Bishop. He is an amazing deadlifter, obviously. He was looking amazing at World's Strongest Man
last year.
Got injured. The comeback towards Britain's Strongest Man wasn't what he wanted it to be. He's had a good break since then, really been focused on this competition. He has looked very good in training. As you said, he pulled 460 in the gym. I agree with you. I don't think the 460 was good enough to maybe be looking at more.
No.
Hope I'm wrong, but I think he's going to be a solid 1,000-pound puller as well.
I think so too. Now, Matt Ragg was a tricky one, because looking at his training, there's a lot of like reverse bands, deficit, off blocks. Found a 440 deadlift from a standard height. That was about 5 weeks ago. And looking at that, knowing that he would have had a few more weeks to build on, I think 1,000 pounds would be there, which would be an equal PB.
Yeah, at first I was thinking Matt Ragg is going to be a guy that's going to come in and pull 470. But looking at his training, understanding how far he has to come, the travel, and I think again he's someone that he burst. I won't say he burst on the scene because he's been doing Strongman for a long time.
Yeah, but he sort of burst into the public eye.
Yes,
didn't he?
and
Yeah.
he was doing very well, and then it's kind of like backed off a little bit. I think he's on the rebuild right now. I think a solid 1,000 pounds is going to be good for Matt at this contest.
Yeah, and it's going to be good points in the grand scheme of the show.
Okay, Mr. Austin Andrade.
Oh, he's got some redemption on this bar. So this will be his 3rd year in a row doing the Deadlift World Championships. Last year he pulled 1,000 pounds successfully. He pulled 470 and it went up. It just did not stay up, unfortunately, and the bar took him down. But I have complete faith that this year he successfully pulls 470, and I think 470 is the limit, because I don't think he does 1,000 then skips 470, and I don't think he pulls 480 after 470.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah,
I think you said it perfectly there. Yeah, very, very strong man. I think 470 is going to be massive points in this. I actually think less people pull 470 this year than we saw last year.
100%.
At the Deadlift World Championships. Obviously, we've got a few people missing.
We do, yeah.
But yes, I think 470 is. I could see 470 being second place. So what do we think of Big Eddie Williams?
Eddie Williams is so interesting because he did the Deadlift World Championships last year, I think for the first time. And going into it, his deadlift PB was 380.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sort of undersold him a little bit in our predictions last year. Smashed the 400, smashed the 425. I believe the next jump was 1,000 pounds, which he got off the floor but wasn't able to complete the lift. But Eddie's been improving all the time. I think definitely 440's there. I think maybe 1,000 pounds.
I think 1,000 pounds is going to
probably a stretch.
The only way I think he gets 1,000 pounds is to skip the 440.
Yeah, that's the problem, and I don't think he would because it's too much.
Because of that, I'm going to disagree with you.
No, you think he gets 440?
No, I think he goes for 425.
Yeah,
skips 440, going for the 1,000 pounds, and misses it. I think he's capable of 440.
I'm going to tell him to pull 440.
So
no, I don't.
If he's watching this, maybe he kind of just proves me wrong and pulls the 1,000 pounds.
Maybe he pulls them both.
That would be impressive.
440 and 1,000.
I think regardless, I love watching Eddie lift. And
I do too.
The progress that we've seen from him the last couple of years has been awesome.
Yeah.
But, just to be different, I'm going to say 425 for Eddie.
440.
Big Bryce Johnson, the man that is doing exceptionally well right now.
He is. The archives are extremely unhelpful here because we have just a max log in terms of competition.
Don't have too many
PRs.
1-rep maxes, but I did look at some of his deadlift performances.
He's very good at deadlifting.
He's a great deadlifter.
And he's a massive dude. And
big dude.
I think 1,000 pounds for Bryce.
Agreed. I think he pulls 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. So then we just have our two guest lifters, starting with Rauno Heinla. God bless him. So he's not been well these last few days, which does concern me. However, I know he's got his eyes set on a new Masters deadlift world record. The 480 has been put in for that reason. So I think Rauno successfully pulls whatever he opens on, probably 425, then 1,000 pounds. Then I think he goes for the 480. Right now, I feel a little bit 50-50 about whether or not he's going to get it, but he's my friend. I support him. I say he gets it.
He's my friend. I'm very realistic. I don't see him pulling 480.
No.
He looked pretty good. We were there obviously a few weeks ago, pulled 460.
Not even a few weeks ago, it was like last week.
Pulled 460 for a double. It was a bounce double. So, and he's the first to admit
Touch
that.
and go, yeah.
It didn't move as well as he would have wanted. Now, I am being super critical to a friend, and 460 is an incredible lift. Just unbelievable. But when you've put that expectation of what you want to get, you want a certain weight to move a little bit better.
Yeah.
The fact that I think if he didn't get ill, I think he'd still have a shot at the 480.
Yeah.
I think he's lost a lot of weight. I mean, he was almost 10 kilos that he dropped at one point. He's trying to get it back on, trying to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go £1,000 for Rauno.
Okay.
So a new exciting athlete for us to look at, Raul Flores, coming over. The man that's just pulled 480 kilos a few weeks back. He attempted 500 as well. Do you know he pulled 480 twice because he failed it the first time?
Wow. And that was, I think, 2 weeks ago. So very little turnaround time for him. Very little time to recover.
Yeah.
And I know him and his coach weren't sure if they should accept the invitation. You said absolutely you should.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, it's very hard without knowing him as an athlete, like his sort of recovery rate and all that kind of stuff. But I think, try and think about the journey he'll go through the lifts. I think maybe 470 for him.
I think, personally, I think he's got to make sure he comes and does the £1,000.
Yes.
I think that's important to establish that, yes, he is genuinely one of the best deadlifters. I think that almost guarantees him an invite back.
Yeah.
Remember, Giants I've invited people before and they turned down or they didn't turn up.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
No.
I think if Raul comes over, shows everyone what he's capable of, puts in a big solid deadlift, even if he fails like a 470, 480, no one will care. They'll be happy to see him over. They'll be, I think we all get excited about a new lifter. And then to see him be able to give him the chance to get an early invite next year, or if they do like a big deadlift at a comp again, where he has the chance to prep for it, I think that could be really, really good. I'm going to say £1,000.
Okay.
I think he'll try and do more.
Yeah.
But I think, looking at his 480, it was hard. I mean, he missed it the first time. The 480 was a hard lift. It was a great lift, but it's a hard lift.
Of course.
I think 2 weeks, travel all the way over, first time in this environment.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be excited, and I think he'll be able to still be strong and pull £1,000. I hope he can pull more.
Yeah.
But if he makes sure he does that, I think he'll get the invite, and everyone will love to see him.
So you're saying £1,000.
Yep.
I'm a believer. I say 470.
There we go. And finally, there is one man left on our list.
Yeah.
You forgot about this one.
I actually did. Yeah. So Thor's interesting because, again, you have to... he's not that interesting. He's the deadlift world record holder, and I think he's going to break his record here. It's not that interesting in terms of a prediction. I think he's going to do it. But I'm interested to know what route he takes. Because I think he'll do 3 lifts. He opened at 430.
I'll tell you what he's going to do.
Do you know?
No. I'm just saying he's going to do this.
Okay.
Because we know these are the numbers. He is going to pull 425 for his opener. No. 425, 470, 510.
Yeah.
That will be his jumps.
Yeah.
I will almost put money on that being his jumps.
I agree with you. Yeah. Given the options that he's got.
You know what? Based on his training, based on what I'm seeing, I think it's almost... It's probably the most confident I am about a lift out of everyone.
Yeah, same.
He is looking incredible. Obviously, we're all excited to see this. It's going to be an amazing spectacle to witness. Obviously, he got the 505 at Eisenhart. The conditions weren't perfect there.
No.
This is going to be better for him. He is very, very focused. He's coming in big, strong, confident, training, rested.
Yeah.
He's looking amazing. I think it's going to be one hell of an event. I think Thor is the star of the show when it comes to deadlifting. I think everyone's going to put in some fantastic lifts kind of leading up to it. But I can really see this record being beat. Let us know your thoughts, guys. Do you agree with me and Liz? We were pretty similar on most of them.
Yeah, just a few that we disagree with, but only by one jump.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
nothing crazy.
No.
Be interested to see what everyone else thinks. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, guys. And we'll catch you guys next time.